Welcome back this morning. Today we have Kitty Broyer. I said it correctly, right?
Right.
She has a lovely last name. And she's an advisor for Guiding Stars and a registered and licensed dietitian.
Right.
And she's joining us this morning talking about ways that we can increase mindfulness while eating. And actually, a fun fact, March is National Nutrition Month, so you can get started now and it's accepted.
Absolutely. You should get started now.
Yes.
Month's almost over. Better get on it.
Get on top of it.
Okay, so mindful eating fits well with National Nutrition Month because the theme is savor the flavor of eating right.
Okay.
And so one way you can do that is to be more mindful about what you're eating.
How do you go about that?
Well, there are a few techniques, but basically mindfulness is, I like to describe it as a connection between your mind, your mouth, and your midsection. So when all those things are paying attention and communicating, then you are doing more mindful eating. And I have a few tips that we can talk about that can help people start being more mindful about their food consumption. But the first thing would really be to do some mindful shopping and planning.
I guess
So
these
before
would
you-
not be involved down here.
Before you even get to the eating, you need to have the right foods in your house, and
Okay.
that's where Guiding Stars can be helpful because it can help you have to not read all those labels when you're in a hurry. So if you just use the Guiding Stars system while you're in the store, you can shop mindfully too.
And those are the stars posted on the packaging. That way you can tell
Actually,
how
like
healthy.
this package has one. It's
Oh,
got
fantastic.
got a little star thing right there.
Right at the bottom.
Almonds have 3 stars. So the first tip I have is basically, I have 3 tips. Set it up, mix it up, and then glam it up. And
Okay.
so we'll start with set it up. And basically, if you have to eat at your desk, and you don't want it to be this kind of a scenario where you have all of these items on top of your papers and your phone and your computer, and it doesn't set you up for being nice and mindful and enjoying your food, which is a big part of mindfulness. It's one of the goals. So basically, set yourself up, kind of clear everything off.
Okay.
If you have a desk drawer you can use, or the company cafeteria or whatever, use a paper plate, keep some silverware in your drawer for yourself, rinse it off and use it again, keep some napkins. Having a plate and a place that lets you settle and realize you're eating a meal is really important.
More grown up.
It's more grown up, it's more enjoyable. If you have a chair, that's better. We're standing, but definitely have a chair. And then set aside enough time.
Okay.
So 15 to 20 minutes, you need that so that your mind and your stomach can really communicate satiety, and also, just check in with each other. Am I still hungry? Am I not? So have time and have a place.
Have time and a place, and then we move on to.
And the second one is mix it up. So you can see that this plate is not exactly the epitome of colorful. So we have healthy foods, a roll and chicken breast and cauliflower is all great, but you need to mix up things like color, texture, and temperature
Okay.
to make your meal more satisfying to you. And research does show that if you have a meal that looks like this, where you have some color involved, you
Very
have
colorful, yeah.
chowder, and you have some crackers, and you have some fresh or frozen or whatever kind of vegetable or fruit you want. You have a mixture of not only colors but textures. You have crunchy. Crunch is important. You have something hot. You have something cold. So, and you have color
it
around it.
fun.
So that's important. Yeah, and that really does contribute to your enjoyment of the meal. And so put a little thought into that. All of us end up with this once in a while, but
Oh, very true.
throw some cherry tomatoes on there if you're in a hurry.
Give it some color.
If you're
Give
in
it
a pinch,
some color.
the carrots and the tomatoes. And now this one is glam it up. So what
Ooh.
we've got is a couple things, you can use, these are breakfast scenarios, but basically garnishing your food. If you think about when you're in a restaurant and you have smaller portions perhaps of beautiful food, we have all these lovely garnishes. You are really, research shows you're more satisfied with it.
Okay.
Even if it's a small portion. So for the berries, for the yogurt, you might just want to sprinkle on a few berries.
Oh, perfect.
Some kiwi. We have some chia seeds. I'm just going to use my fingers. Chia is good. And these garnishes can add nutrition as well. So there's some unsweetened coconut, and that is eminently more inviting and delicious looking.
I gotta
And then
wrap it up
what do we
here.
got?
Yeah, we do have craisins, we have almonds, and you could put it on
your
something as simple as oatmeal. Yeah.
And then for the eggs, you can just sprinkle and sprinkle a little onion, use some salsa, mix
Make
it up,
it
glam it
spicy.
up, make it look nice for yourself.
Lovely. Mix it up, glam it up, make it
And
look
set
nice.
it up
and
good.
set it up good. Set it up good. 3 things or a few steps to help you
few
remember
steps.
how to be healthier. Well, Kitty,
Thank
thank you
you.
so
Thanks
much.
so much.
Oh, of course. I'm going to apply this to my lunch today. It's 6:55, and we'll be right back.